I had a question for you about the whole thing with Kirk Hammett. Like, would you say when you first met him and when you first started booking and putting all this together, like, would you say he got what you do, like your act, and or was he like a little bewildered by it? And by the end, would you say that that he got it more, or we got it the whole way through?
Well, it's interesting. So what I learned a lot about how one's social media presence filters through the world, because one doesn't know. You put something up. I mean, yeah, if a famous person makes a comment, you go, okay, well, that famous person knows who I am. But for years, I had no idea that anyone was watching it. It wasn't like I had millions of views. And what he said was that the first video he saw of me was when I was in Times Square looking for Carlisle, and that was to promote my off-Broadway play, where I was playing guitar. It was a song and dance show where I sang. And I had these two backup dancers, and it was just all about Carlisle. And he's like, he's like, you were just like you're screaming for your cat, and all these people were screaming his name. He's like, I'd never seen anything like it before. And then the Metallica dudes, the crew, were big fans, according to them, of Mrs. Smith. And Chris Risner told me this one story. He's like, there would be these moments where like we'd all be like on the tour bus on our phones, and there was someone who came walking in, and they just had this look on their face, and they said, "Have you heard of Mrs. Smith?" And they were like, dude, yes, like, get on board. You're totally old. You're totally out of it. You're not cool. Like, we've known about Mrs. Smith for a long time. And I was like, wow, you just don't know that this is happening out there, you know, when you post a funny video. And I think the texts and the you know, they're the ones that have percolated this out into the world, because the Mrs. Smith thing is sort of like an inside joke with the guitar and metal, like a Spinal Tap type of a thing, you know. So I think that, and then I guess, you know, he followed the Mark Ignacy show where the challenge was made.
One of our listeners actually attended the show, Sam I Am. He posted this photo in our live Discord. We have an ongoing Discord for our listeners, by the way, that goes on all throughout the week. Please join us. Here's a little photo. And I queued up, there's like official video footage.
Ladies and gentlemen!
Skip it to the middle of
the moment
Now, like, okay, so we're about like 4 minutes into this.
That was 20 pounds.
How long was the whole event?
It was 7 minutes long.
Oh, okay.
And it was really like a little rock opera.
And I'm sorry.
The beginning, you know, we had to stage it. It was like, how does it start? Who comes out? What's the music that plays? All the hair looks fantastic. I'm so skinny there. Thank God.
And Kirk Hammett's like other band played there too, right? Like that was the
so they had a cover band gig, and they were doing all these fabulous covers, and they sound great. And this is great. I need to. Great.
You look so comfortable up there.
I was gonna say
that you are just meant to be right there on stage with him.
You look more comfortable than he does, actually.
The one thing that's tough about that kind of a gig is, I mean, you know, I just when I'm not sure about the sound of the guitar, I just go to the persona. But the one thing about a gig like that is when you come out and you got one shot, it's like you don't know how the amp is going to behave, the levels. When you're on stage, you can really adjust with the and so my biggest concern was like, am I too loud, or like it's too dense, or like is the distortion? And I had all these crazy pedals. I have the quad wah-wah pedal. It's 4 wah-wah pedals in one. That's how I win the competition. You can see it there on the side of the stage. So 4 wah-wah pedals that all operate with a metal plate on top. And I had Sweetwater make that, and that's how I win against him. And but it really is more about like, look, he's so good at this. Look, he pulled this out on stage.
He didn't tell you he was going to do that, huh?
Oh, hang on.
That's like a cute couple.
Ouch. That's me. Pinch. Ouch. He goes for it. I kept having to.
I think you could take him.
I was like, don't shred it all at the beginning, Kirk. Save your best licks, for the end. Oh, do the laughing. That's a Steve Vai trick.
Oh, he's being a heel. Look at this. He's doing the heel face.
This is great. This is just walk. Two Wawas at once.
Wawa, you make.
Look at him. He's great because and now we worked on this. I said we each have to take it in. When the other person plays, take it in, react, take it to the audience, respond.